Hey everybody, welcome back to Friday Flow. How are ya? Hope you're having a good week. Took a break last week from Wednesday and Friday, so we're back and ready to practice a little yoga with you. So I invite you to come down to your mats today. Let's come to a seated position. Any way that's comfortable for you. Cross-legged, doesn't matter which leg is in front. And take a breath. Shut out everything from your day, everything that you did or have to still do, and just take a few moments to get back to yourself today. Bring yourself to your mat, and let's become aware of our presence. Maybe shut down your eyes, sitting up nice and tall on both sit bones. Back nice and straight, hands can just fall naturally wherever it feels good for you. And just try to notice the stillness around you for a second. Maybe this is the first time in your day that you're not moving. You're actually just inviting stillness in and sitting still. And try to picture the room that you're sitting in, remembering something in the room, picturing it in your mind. Maybe it was something that you liked looking at, or something that was pleasing to your eye, something that made you happy or smile. Inviting that picture in kind of slows down our thoughts, brings us present in the room that we're sitting in, brings us present on our mat. Take a second to feel your sit bones getting heavier on the ground, getting heavier on your mat. And then listen to the silence for a second. Maybe you're just hearing outside background noises of cars or dogs. When you're fully present on your mat and fully present for yourself, let's take a nice big inhale through our nose. Exhale it out. Another nice big inhale, this time holding it at the top for a second. One more time together, feeling our sit bones melt into the mat a little bit more. Feel some of the tension go away from our bodies, bringing in ease and relaxation a little. And I invite you to blink open your eyes, or keep them shut down if that feels better. And let's wiggle out our fingers and our toes a little bit, or your wrists. Wake up your body a little bit. Maybe it's your neck. Try moving your head side to side. Try moving your head up and down. Taking what little subtle movements feel good for your body here. Maybe it's not your neck, maybe it's your chest. So maybe opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, or maybe it's stretching out the back. Maybe it's moving around, waking up your hips a little. And when you're ready, sitting nice and tall, let's inhale those arms all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, cactus the arms, tuck the elbows towards the ribs, open the chest, open the heart. Inhale, arms together. Exhale, cat back, push it away, round the belly, round the spine, tuck the belly. And then bring yourself to a comfortable seat again. 2 more times like this. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, elbows together. Exhale, push it away around the back. Open the shoulder blades. Last time. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, elbows together. Exhale, round. Push it away. And then come back to center. Let's sweep that right leg behind us. So right knee is going to come to the left foot. Sitting up nice and tall on our left sit bone. Back is nice and straight. Head is high to the sky. Fingertips can plant on the left side of you. And let's take an inhale. Create some space for yourself. On an exhale, let's twist. Walk your fingertips back towards the back of the room. Twisting towards the left in this mermaid pose. Maybe gazes over the left shoulder. Really enjoying this twist. And then walk yourself back to center. Sweep that right leg back around. Let's inhale, arms all the way up. On the exhale, plant the left hand, right arm up and over, making sure the right sit bone stays connected to the mat. Maybe gaze under the right armpit. To intensify the stretch, walk your left fingers out a little bit and really bend, opening up that right side of your body. And the right hand comes back down. Switch legs, so any leg that you had in front before, switch this time. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, gaze up. On the exhale, cactus, elbows towards your ribs. Inhale, elbows together. Exhale, round the back, push it away, tuck the belly, tuck the chin. And then come back to center. 2 more times like this. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale together. Exhale, push. Last one. Inhale, arms all the way up. Cactus. Elbows together. Inhale. Exhale, pushing around your spine. And then walk yourself back to center. That left foot's going to sweep around. So the left knee comes to the right foot. Sitting up nice and tall on your right sit bones. Fingertips can plant on the right side of you. And let's take an inhale, create some space. Head up to the sky. On the exhale, twist. Fingers walk to the back of the room. Twisting to the right. Maybe gazing over the right shoulder. And unravel yourself, walk yourself back to center. Sweep that left leg in front of you once again. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. On the exhale, right hand's going to plant, left arm up and over, pushing that left sit bone into the mat, maybe gazing under the left armpit. And then to intensify, walk the right fingertips out a little bit more. Really side stretch on the left. And then left hand's going to come back. Let's roll over our legs and find our tabletop pose. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Toes can stay tucked or not tucked, whatever feels better for you. Separate the fingertips, tent the fingers. Push the ground away, get strong in your shoulders, and let's take a few cat-cows here. You can take about 5 at your own pace. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Or circles or hips, whatever you need here. So let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, push everything away around the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Cow pose. Exhale, cat. Taking whatever slight movements here that feel good to warm up your spine. One last one. Good, gaze comes to the front of the room. Press down into your hands. Get nice and strong. Push the ground away. Let's inhale that right leg all the way to the back of the room. Pushing through the heel. On the exhale, drop it over to the right. Take a glance at it. Inhale, straight back. On the exhale, make it a dramatic sweep. That left knee is going to come towards the left elbow. And then inhale it back. Drop it over to the right. Inhale it back. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back. Last one. Exhale it over to the right. Inhale it straight back. And then left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back. On the exhale, bring a bend in the knee. Take some circles with that hip. Circle the knee maybe in one direction and then the other. Good. Inhale, straight back. Push through the left heel. On the exhale, drop that left foot to the left side of you, walking your fingertips towards you, coming up onto your right knee. And let's inhale, gaze towards the front of the room. Inhale the arms to a T. On the exhale, find your gate pose. So left hand comes down the left leg, right arm up and over. Maybe walk your fingertips down a little bit more. And then return yourself back to the T. Fingertips are going to plant. Left knee is going to meet the right. Let's take a child's pose. So open those knees up. Big toes to touch. And then set your sit bones back onto your heels. Maybe walking your hands forward a little bit, enjoying that back stretch. Or bringing your third eye to the mat. Massaging it out a little. And taking your time at your own pace, bring yourself back to your tabletop. Push the ground away once again. Gaze comes towards the front of the room. Let's inhale that right leg all the way back. On the exhale, drop the leg all the way to the left. Take a look at it. Inhale it back. On the exhale, right knee, right elbow. And then shoot it back. Big inhale. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale back. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, drop it over to the left. Inhale, nice and strong. Push through the right heel. Last one, exhale, right knee, right elbow. And then inhale, shoot it back. On the exhale, bring a bend into the right knee. And take those circles with your knee. Really warming up that hip. And then maybe in the opposite direction. Let's take an inhale. Shoot all the way back. Really push through that heel. On the exhale, right foot's going to plant on the right side of you. Walk your fingertips towards you. Raise yourself up on your left knee. Big inhale. Arms out to a T. On the exhale, find your gate pose. Right hand walks down the right leg. Left arm up and over. Gazing under that left armpit. Maybe walking your hands down a little bit more. Intensifying that stretch. And then inhale back up to a T. Fingertips are going to plant. And this time, knees together. Taking a closed-legged child's pose. And pushing your sit bones down onto your heels. I'm really just enjoying this. Chest comes up first. Use your fingertips to guide you up. Come up onto your knees. Options here, many options. We're going to do half camel. So Your option might be to place your hand behind your sit bone like this, or hand to your hip, or right hand can come to your ankle. We're just going to move our spine in several different motions with our breath. So let's inhale the arms all the way up first. On the exhale, wherever your hand was comfortable, bring it, and then sweep the hand to the opposite side. Taking these half camels. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. And finish your circle. And then let's untuck the toes, sitting in our hero's pose for a second. Clasp the hands behind the head, elbows in towards your ears. And let's bend the head down. And then let's bend the head back. And down. And back. And down. Last one. Back. Good. Come to your tabletop first. Let's tuck the toes. Hover the knees. We're just going to get ready for our down dog. So we're going to send our hips back. Maybe a little fluid ocean wave towards the front. Warming up our legs. Warming up our hamstrings and our core. Making some circles here. Or ocean waves. And then once you're ready, find your first down dog of the practice. Might feel a little tight. Take a look at yourself. Hands are square. Fingers are tented. Maybe pedal it out a little bit. Take a few breaths here. Good, big bend in the knees. Big up on your tiptoes, hop, step, or walk your way up to the top of the mat. Gaze comes between your hands. Once you're there, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees, root to rise, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart space, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a second here, our mountain pose, always to ground ourselves, always to stay present, always to feel how strong we are. So ground down, maybe grip the mat with all your toes, engage the leg muscles, the glutes, the hamstrings, everything, the quads. Tighten the core, tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, and then roll the shoulders away from your ears. Nice and strong this pose is. Let's inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, swan dive down, hinge at the hips, lead with your chest. Take an inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Good, fingertips are going to plant, big generous bend in the knees. That left foot is going to go back. Left heel is going to stay raised. And let's see if you can just hover the fingertips off the mat, maybe gazing at the top of your mat. Good, and when you're ready, arms are going to come to the front. Raise yourself up into your high lunge. Hands can remain where it feels good for you, so if it feels good to relax on your thigh, that's an option. Hands at heart space, or arms can come all the way up, rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale together. Exhale, take that back stretch. Good. Hands to heart space. Let's take a twist here. Left elbow is going to come towards the right knee. Twisting, open your chest towards the right. Nice and strong in that left leg. And then unravel yourself. Hands can come to the mat or heart space. Big generous bend in the left knee. Let's hop that left foot up to meet the right and sink the seat, finding your chair pose. Weight in your heels. Let's take a twist here. Left elbow, right knee. And twist back. Find that forward fold. Maybe take a second here. Heel toe your stance a little bit wider. Maybe walk your hands to the left. And then walk your hands to the right. Fingertips are going to plant. Heel toe your feet together. Take it, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, generous bend in the knees. Raise the arms all the way up, go tall. Exhale, hands to heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's go right to the other side. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Take it, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips plant, big bend in the knees. Send that right foot all the way back. Right heel stays raised. Once you ground down into your feet and you feel solid, see if you can hover those fingertips. Maybe gazing at the top of your mat or your big toe. Then arms are going to come to the front of you. And then raise your chest up. Good, getting really strong in that right leg. Hands can be where it feels comfortable for you here. So if it feels comfortable to keep your hands on your left knee or on your hips, another option, or hands at heart space. Hands up, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, elbows together. Exhale, round the back. Good, hands return to heart space. Let's take that twist. Right elbow, left knee, twisting the chest open towards the left. And then unravel yourself. Big bend in that right knee. Hop it up, sink the seat. I know that leg is burning. Hang in there. Chest nice and tall. Let's take that twist. Right elbow, left knee. And then take that forward fold. Heel toe your feet out a little bit. Let's take an inhale. Create some space for yourself. Engage the hamstrings. Exhale, fold. Taking a second here. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Swaying like a tree branch. Or maybe swaying right to left. Maybe shaking your head yes and no. But take that pressure off your neck. Fingertips can plant. Heel toe your feet. We're going to come to our high plank. So send that right foot back, left foot back. Roll your shoulders past your wrists. Tuck the elbows lower down. And take any back bend that feels good for you here. Meeting in our down dog. This time down dog should feel a lot better, a lot looser. And let's take another twist here. So walk your feet out toward the outer edges of your mat. Maybe step them in one notch. Hands in one notch maybe. And let's inhale, right arm all the way to the front of the mat. On the exhale, left hand, right ankle. Take that twist. Gazing under the left armpit. And then bring it back. Take a second here. Inhale, left arm to the front of the mat. On the exhale, left hand to right wrist, twisting under the right armpit. Good. Left hand comes back. Walk your feet back into your down dog. Hover the knees for a second. And then shoot the hips back up. This time focusing on chest towards your thighs, armpits towards your thighs. Making an upside down V here. Big bend in the knees, come to the tiptoes, gaze towards the top of the mat. Hop, step, or walk your way up. Once you're there, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. And maybe it feels good to shake out those legs. Good. Hands can come down to your side. Let's inhale, shoulders all the way up to our ears. Roll them back. Take some circles here. And then opposite direction. Good. Inhale, the arms up. Right hand's going to grab the left wrist. Stretch over to the right. And come back. Left hand, right wrist. Stretch over to the left. And then come back. Inhale, arms all the way to the sky. Maybe slight back bend. And then exhale, hands to heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Maybe seeing if you can lift all 10 toes off the mat. Grounding your weight into the mat. Grounding your heels into the mat. Legs nice and engaged here. Let's put one toe down at a time. Hands can stay at your sides or at heart space. Let's inhale that left knee all the way up to our chest, or just a little bit off the ground. See if you can just balance on your right leg for a second. Good. Take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, bend in the right knee, send that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Pause here. And then when you're ready, spin that left heel down so it's parallel to the back of the mat, opening up into your warrior two pose. So tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone. Check out your alignment. Make sure your right knee's not collapsing. Put the weight into your right, outer edge of your right foot. Chest is not here. Chest is right above your hips. And then pinch your shoulder blades together. Maybe gazing here over the right middle finger. Good. Bring a little bit more of a bend into the right knee. And then inhale it up. On the exhale, let's find our triangle pose. So hips towards the back of the room. Upper body towards the front. Pause here. And then the right hand's going to drop where it feels good. Rolling open the chest towards the left. Option to come here on your shin if that gives you better torque to open up your shoulder. Or hover it. If you want to engage your core, hover it off the ground. Or hand me a tray of pizza. Option to also take a bind here by wrapping that left hand around into your right pocket. If you're in a bind, unwrap it first. Using your core, inhale up. And then let's reverse that triangle. So right hand's going to flip, left arm down the left leg, right arm up and over. Reaching that hand towards the back of the mat. Maybe a little deeper. And then raise yourself back up. Hands can come to your hips or your heart space. Pivot that back foot towards the front of the room. We're going to hop into our modified warrior three here, or full warrior three, whatever you're feeling on this side. So take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, bounce up onto that right leg first. Find some stability. Then the left leg raises, the chest lowers. Hips square towards the mat. Hands can come to a block here or to the ground. Option for airplane arms. Whatever feels good. See, or touch the wall. Good. Fingertips plant. Send that foot back down. Bump it up. Let's find our pyramid pose. If you need to take an inhale to give yourself some space, lift up halfway, take an inhale, exhale, fold. Big bend in the knee. Left foot's going to hop up to meet the right. Take an inhale, halfway up. Hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe bringing a bend into the knees, letting your chest relax on your thighs and taking this ragdoll pose. So really feeling it in your lower back, in the backs of your legs. And then steady and slow as you can. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart space, Tadasana mountain pose. And let's go right to the other side here. So wherever your hands were, doesn't have to stay the same, it can stay the same. Finding your grounding first, your support. Good, when you're ready, weight into the left leg. Inhale that right knee up. Good, inhale to prepare. On the exhale, big bend in the left knee. Send that right leg all the way back to the back of the mat. Take a pause. And then spin that right heel down so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Maybe widening your stance a little bit. Tucking the tailbone, tucking the hips, and then cartwheel your arms open. Pinch those shoulder blades. Maybe gaze comes over the left middle finger. Sink a little deeper into that left knee. And then inhale, straighten everything up. On the exhale, let's go into our triangle pose. So send the hips back first. Upper body towards the front of the room. And then wherever it feels good to drop that left hand, peel open towards the right. Option 2, take a bind. Right hand can come behind your back into your left pocket. Just roll that right shoulder open. Option to hand me a tray of pizza if you want to test your core strength. Good, using your core, raise yourself up. And let's reverse that triangle. Flip the left hand, left arm to the back of the room, the back of the mat, right hand down the right leg. Maybe a little more of a stretch. You got this. And then come back. Pivot that back foot towards the front of the mat. You can change your stance, decrease it a little bit if you want. Bring your feet closer together. And we're going to hop into our warrior 3 on this side. Modify the blocks, however you want to do it. Many options here. Fingertips can also plant on the mat. Big inhale to prepare. On the exhale, pop yourself up on your left foot first. And then raise that right leg. Upper body lowers a little. Each side may be different for everybody. Really engage the core. Push through that right foot. And then fingertips are going to plant. Pop that right foot down. Take your pyramid pose. Take it, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe widening that stance if it feels better. Many options here. Good, big bend in the knees. Keep your fingertips planted. Right foot's going to hop up to meet the left. Take it, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Right foot goes back, left foot goes back. Let's roll into our high plank. And let's take a flow here. So shoulders past your wrist. Tuck the elbows down. Find your back bend. And then meet me in your downward facing dog. Taking a few lion's breaths here. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. Maybe shaking your head yes and no here. Another big breath in. Exhale it out, lion. Another big breath in. Exhale it out, lion. Good. Get nice and strong in your hands first. On the inhale, left leg raises up to the sky. Let's bring a bend in that knee. Keeping your shoulders square towards the mat. Left foot's going to come by your left butt cheek. Come up high on your right toes. And then push your right heel down. Just towards your thigh. Good. Option to take a wild thing here if you have a wild thing. So you're going to plant the foot down. First roll over, then take the back bend. And then bring yourself back to center. Left foot raises. And then drop the left foot down. Good. Inhale, right leg all the way up. Bring a bend in that knee. Stack the hips. Shoulders square towards the mat. Come up high on your left tiptoes. And then lower the left heel down. Option to take your wild thing on this side. Right foot's going to plant. Find your back bend first. Then send the arm back. Good. Spin yourself back to center. Right leg's going to raise. And then the right foot meets the left. Come into your high plank pose. Really strong in your toes. Really strong in your shoulders. And then lower yourself down. Nice and slowly. Good. Let's take a cobra here. Tented, unsupported, whatever you're feeling. We're going to flow 3 times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Hands are going to come to a cactus or a T. That right cheek is going to come to the mat. Let's raise that bent right knee all the way up to your left elbow. Pushing your left hip towards the mat. Coming into this half frog. Sitting in this hip opener for a few minutes. Try to reconnect with your breathing. Let the ground do all the work. Let the earth support you. No need for any muscle engagement here. Just a hip opener. For a more intense stretch, option to come to Sphinx pose. Elbows tucked in towards your ribs. Gazing just at the front of the room. Trying to keep your thoughts present. Thoughts on the mat. Your thoughts all about you. And really being proud of yourself for coming to the mat today. For working hard on your breath, your mind, and your body. If you're up in Sphinx, lower yourself down. We're going to take one last breath here. Left foot's going to come back to meet the right. Let's bring a bend in our knees and just windshield wipe from side to side. Let's flip our cheeks. Left cheek's going to plant on the mat. Bring a bend into the right knee, then raise it up towards the right elbow, pushing that right hip in towards the mat. Coming into your frog on your half frog on your right side. Maybe shutting down your eyes, feeling really connected to the mat and to the earth. Trying to slow your breath down a little bit. Taking the option to come to Sphinx pose if you want to intensify that stretch a little bit. And if you're up, first really sharp the body down. Take one last breath here. Exhale it out. Send that right foot back to meet the right. Push your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up. Separate the knees a little bit, big toes to touch, and then walk your hands forward. Stretching out your upper back a little bit, maybe lowering your chest and your chin down. Maybe coming to puppy pose. Good. Push yourself up with your hands. Walk your hands towards you. Just sweep those legs around. Let's come to our sit bones. Sitting up nice and tall on the sit bones. Back is nice and straight. Chest is nice and open. Keep the knees 10-10. Let's bring our hands to our shins or our knees, wherever it feels comfortable for you. And we're going to watch our hands circle back. So let's inhale the right arm all the way to the front of the room. On the exhale, send it back. Twist, drop the hand, and back up. Other side. Good. This time, bring your hands underneath your thighs. Maybe rocking back a little bit, coming to your tiptoes here. You can put your tiptoes on the mat, or you can put your heels on the mat for support if you want to. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the same thing here. Inhale the right arm to the front of the room. Circle it back. Watch it go. And return it. Inhale. Circle it back. And then return it. Maybe this time rocking a little bit farther back. If your legs are shaking, that's totally okay. Good. Option to stay here in your high boat pose. Or inhale the right hand to the front of the room. Exhale, follow it to the back. And return it. Inhale. Exhale, circle back. And return it. Sitting in your high boat pose, maybe unsupported. And then lower down to low boat. Hold it. And then release it down. Take that nice big exhale. Good, let's hug the knees in towards our chest. Maybe wrapping the arms around your shoulders or your shins. Taking some gentle rocks here for your back. Maybe grabbing the bottoms of your feet, bringing your nose between your knees, separating those shoulder blades. And then if you're up, release your head and shoulders down. Hands can come to wherever they feel good for you. And let's shoot those legs up to the sky, engaging your lower core here in your waterfall pose. Maybe take some inhales, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Taking a few moments here to give our spine some less tension on it, less compression on it. Feet are over your heart. Maybe shut down your eyes. Maybe bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Really taking those breaths in and out. Or maybe hands can come under your sit bones for support. And when you're ready, hands can come down to your sides, palms down or palms up, whatever feels good. We're going to lower our feet to the top of the mat to the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Walk your feet to the center of the mat. Keep your knees tented. Let's heel toe them out to the outer edges. Arms can come behind you overhead. And let's let those knees fall towards the left. Taking this reclined little twist. And bring them up. And then let them fall towards the right. Bring them up again, one last time to the left. Maybe this time feeling your right knee drop down a little bit more. And then all the way over to the right, letting gravity work here for you. Maybe shutting down your eyes at this time. And then bringing your knees back up. Heel toe them to the center of the mat. Hands stay where they are. Shoulder blades are onto the mat. Walk your feet in towards your sit bones, and we're just going to take a bridge pose here. So on an inhale, prepare. On an exhale, lift those hips up to the sky, feeling your shoulder blades dig into the mat. Good. Ground down into your feet. Keep your knees towards each other. A little higher. And then come onto your tiptoes. Gently lower one vertebrae at a time. Heels down, windshield wiper the knees. Good, let's take a hug in with our knees one more time. This time maybe hugging our knees towards our armpits, so spreading them open. If your head is lifted, relax it down. Coming into our modified happy baby, so hands can come to the bottoms of your feet. Settling those knees in towards your armpits. Lower back is on the mat. Maybe taking some gentle rock side to side here. Keeping your eyes shut down if you want to. Maybe straightening one leg at a time. Take one last breath here. We're going to meet any way you want to get there in our final pose, our resting pose, our Shavasana. So feet come to the top of the mat, arms are down beside you. Walk open your feet, let them splay out to the sides. Take up as much room as you want. Hands can come off your mat, really sprawl out. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale it out. Another big inhale together. Pause, hold it. And then slowly, as you can, exhale it out, feeling like your melted butter spreading on toast. That's how your body feels on the mat. Maybe unclench your jaw, bring a smile to the corners of your lips. Thank yourself for coming here today, for giving back to yourself, for a little self-care. And take the next few minutes for you to refresh, to reward yourself. Keeping present, staying on your mat, staying here. Watch the pictures in your mind play out like you're watching a movie. And I recommend that you stay in Shavasana as long as you possibly can. For the video, I'm going to shorten it, so when you are done with Shavasana, you're going to wake yourself up a little bit by rolling out your wrists or moving your fingers or your toes. Maybe dropping your head side to side. Walking the feet in towards the center of the mat. Right arm's going to come up overhead. Rolling over into our right side, using my right arm as a pillow. Sitting in fetal pose for a second, just to be thankful, be proud of yourself. Let's take a nice big inhale here. On the exhale, feeling the ribs really connect with the earth, pushing down into the ground. And keeping your eyes shut down, using your left hand to guide you up. Bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Let's take a big inhale together. Weight is in both sit bones. Spine is nice and tall. You can keep your head bowed down if you like to. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Another big inhale. Hold it. Exhale it out nice and slow. Inhale, hands to heart space. On the exhale, bow the head, rounding at the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest. Thank you for practicing with me today and sharing your light and your love for yourself with me today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I hope the sun shines on your face as much as it possibly can and warms your soul. Please take your light and share it with the world today, tomorrow, and the next day. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Take some time for you. Don't forget. And I'll see you Wednesday.